impact of social structures on voting. Thank you and welcome back to the second segment of the show for today. We're talking to Dr. EKSanford from Tennessee State University, and he's talking about the impact of social structures on voting patterns, giving us quite a bit of information in reference to the importance of social structures and social institutions. And so, Dr. Sanford, let's see if we can pick up where we left off the last time, and just give you free rein to speak to some of the issues that we're dealing with this morning.
Okay. I'm sure all of our audience, and every year, July the 4th, we always have a great celebration of the Declarations of Independence, where that quote was, "We with life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." And we all felt that we had that in 1776. But when you look at it historically, you're talking about 176 years of chattel enslavement up to that time of the Declaration of Independence. And when they talked about we the people, it didn't have anything to do with that group of people who were enslaved. So when that whole notion of the truths that all men are created equal, they weren't talking about that group of enslaved people, nor women that were there, but those property owners that had moved from other countries to here. So I want to try to bring that into focus to say by 1863, with the Emancipation Proclamation, the Civil War is over in 1865. Then the 13th Amendment that freed that group of people over 244 years of enslavement. 14th Amendment gave citizenship, and then the 15th Amendment to our topic today was the right to vote. But given that freedom, and given that citizenship, and given that right to vote, another 100 years almost goes by with 81 years of Jim Crow laws that prevented people from actually exercising their constitutional rights. And so many people today, I want us to stress today on the program, that it is a privilege and an obligation for us to participate in the process of bringing about change. And we just so happen to be within a particular year of voting for the next president of the United States, as well as other people out the country. And it's important for everybody to be registered to vote and to vote. Because there were certain time periods where people had to fight. When Dr. Martin Luther King wrote one of his speeches in 1965, he said 100 years later, from 1865, with their constitutional right to vote, that people still did not have the right. So today we have to know that we have to be a part of that process and to do everything that we can do to go out and vote.
Especially, Dr. Sanford, when you recognize that even though we do have the right to vote everywhere, that there are still conspiracies and people who are banding together in order to